Welcome to our presentation on PJM Demand Response Programs. I'm Lori Wiegand-Jackson, Senior Vice President of IP Keys Power Partners. IP Keys Power Partners is a wholly owned subsidiary of IP Keys Technologies, a majority woman-owned business and SBA certified 8A that was established in 2005 with nearly 200 employees. Our focus is in supporting the Department of Defense in cybersecurity and in the energy markets. We're headquartered in Eatontown, New Jersey, with offices in California, Maryland, and Virginia. We've been recognized by Inc. magazine as one of the fastest growing companies 2 years in a row. Our energy sector clients include Hawaii Electric, Zero Energy, Schneider Electric, and Walmart. Specifically in the water sector, our clients include Blandus Sewerage, Hightstown Water, Westmoreland County Water District, Central Basin Water District, and others. In September of 2014, the company completed the acquisition of North America Power Partners, making it a leader in demand response aggregation across the country. We're active in PJM and California markets. Our mission is to deliver secure technology integration, consulting, services, and software for the energy and Department of Defense sectors. Our agenda today is to look at the new rules for capacity programs in PJM for the summer of 2015, discuss the importance of auto-DR technology, synchronized reserves opportunities, the limits on the use of generators for demand response, and revenue forecasts for 2015 to 2017. So I'd like to start out by talking about what hasn't changed. Demand response is the reduction in your use of electricity in response to a signal, an emergency notice, or a high price signal. Customers cut back on their use of electricity for a specified period of time. In the limited DR product, the availability period is still June through September, Monday through Friday, noon to 8 p.m. Eastern, not including holidays. There's a maximum of 10 call events from June 1 through September 30th. The maximum duration of an event is 6 hours, and there is no more than one event per day. If PJM does not dispatch an event from June through September, then customers must participate in a test event. There are two methods of establishing performance. First is the firm service level approach. 99% or more of participants choose the firm service level to establish performance. The firm service level establishes the meter reading level that you will be at or below throughout the event. The other approach is a guaranteed load drop approach. The guaranteed load drop establishes a specific amount of reduction that you will provide regardless of where your meter reading is at the onset of an event. For limited DR, you can also be dispatched October through May, but participation in that time frame is voluntary. Customers receive emergency energy payments for those events, plus approved shutdown costs. Shutdown costs may be submitted and can be significant to cover your fixed costs for participating in an event. IP Keys Power Partners will work with you to determine your shutdown costs and eligibility for recovery. Participation is capped at the PLC level. That's your peak load contribution. Your PLC is established based on PJM's system-wide 5 coincident peak hours. In 2014, those hours occurred on June 17th, June 18th, July 1st, July 22nd, and September 5th. In the event that you do not perform, PJM can charge penalties. However, we're managing you as part of our portfolio. If you do have non-performance, you will never make a payment to IP Keys Power Partners. However, you may lose a portion or up to 100% of your payments. And payments are made whether or not there is a call event. So what's new for the PJM capacity market for 2015? Well, most significantly is the 30-minute notice requirement. This rule has changed the notice from 2 hours to just 30 minutes. So your electric use must be reduced in less than 30 minutes of receipt of the notice. Emergency energy payments have increased to $1,849 per megawatt hour. And there are two types of events, pre-emergency and emergency events. If you use an emergency generator that is restricted only for use during emergency events, then you must respond only to emergency events of PJM. However, all other participants must respond to both emergency and pre-emergency events. PJM has implemented a partial clock hour dispatch, meaning events may be dispatched mid-hour and terminated mid-hour. Any period greater than 30 minutes into the hour will be included and prorated for performance assessments. There are energy efficiency rules for participation in the PJM capacity program. Energy efficiency projects can qualify for capacity payments. Projects such as lighting, HVAC upgrades that provide permanent demand reduction and have been completed after June 1 of 2011 and reduce summer peak load, which is defined by PJM as June through September 2 to 6 p.m. for energy efficiency only, can qualify for payments. PJM only pays for energy efficiency projects for up to 4 years. Therefore, a project completed between June 2nd of 2011 and May 1st of 2012 will only qualify for 1 year of payments, but projects installed later will qualify for 2 to 4 years. IPKeys Power Partners covers the cost for measurement and verification that is required by PJM, qualifies the projects, and registers them for acceptance by PJM. The information we require includes line by lines for lighting, rebate application, or proposals. HVAC requires a scope of work and a rebate application. Projects that don't qualify include building automation or energy management systems, occupancy sensors, white roofs, building envelope upgrades. Specifically with PSE&G, they retain the rights to these energy efficiency capacity payments and are therefore not eligible in two programs, PSE&G's Hospital Efficiency Program and the Direct Install Rebate Program. All other programs in PSE&G and all of the other New Jersey utility programs are able to qualify for PJM capacity payments. So the most significant rule change for the PJM capacity program in 2015 is the 30-minute notice requirement. And in order to respond quickly, there are automation solutions available. We call that Auto-DR. Auto-DR automates demand reductions in response to signals sent from a machine to a machine. There's no manual intervention required to participate in demand response events. It enables response in 30 minutes or less. Signals are sent from PJM and transmitted in real time to the customer's equipment through our system, the ICE system, which stands for Energy Interoperability System and Server. Event signals and price signals are dispatched and sent, and you're able to initiate load reduction in just minutes. Customers can then participate in fast response DR programs, effectively participate in price response, and demand management more effectively and automatically, providing notice and override options as well. This leverages our smart grid related standards and security guidelines. simply, the system is designed to receive information directly from the ISO, event signals and price information. That information is received in our server and then transmitted out to our customers to the ICE box that we locate at each customer's site. The ICE box then is connected to the equipment and automatically results in a reduction of use in either a ramp down or shutdown of that equipment. However, the system is not simply a one-way communication. It supports two-way communication. So in addition, we are able to collect meter reading data in real time, which allows us and you to see how are you performing during that event. And it also confirms the receipt of the signals. OpenADR is a non-proprietary open standard that provides for this secure two-way communication about electric prices and grid reliability, and is communicated to customers over networks such as the Internet. It supports interoperability among control equipment and energy markets, and equipment that has a similar OpenADR certification will be able to automatically communicate with other equipment that has the same level of certification. So if you were to install a lighting control system that is OpenADR certified, it will be able to automatically speak to our ICE box that we've installed at your facility that is also OpenADR certified. The OpenADR standard is supported and developed by the U.S. Department of Energy, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, and Smart Grid Interoperability Standards efforts. The benefits of using OpenADR AutoDR technology to automate your load management and participating demand response is that it enables faster response. You can meet the 30-minute reduction time frame, or 10-minute notice, or even the 4-second requirements for regulation. It provides for response even if personnel are not available at the time the event is dispatched. It allows for remote monitoring of participation and of your meter reading, your meter usage overall, and allows for override options. It reduces the stress of program compliance, ensures secure connections, and provides for signaling direct to your SCADA system. It sends and acknowledges DR events, allows you to define availability by opting in or opting out, and supports your reduced cost of electricity by avoiding market volatility, and allows for set and forget multiple levels of participation. New Jersey uniquely restricts the use of backup generators in accordance with an advisory notice that was sent out by the New Jersey DEP. Enforcement actions may include penalty assessments, including the recovery of any economic benefit from participating in demand response. However, if you do want to use your emergency generator, you can do so if you meet certain requirements. Specifically, the NJDEP requires air permit revisions and air pollution controls. It is not enough to meet the Rice-Nischap requirements. You also must meet the NOx-RAC requirements to be compliant. The cost is high to install this equipment. However, paybacks range, in some cases, less than 5 years. This applies to all engines that are greater than 37 kilowatt hours. If it is less than 37 kilowatt hours of output, you are able to participate in demand response with that backup generator. For more information, you may contact the New Jersey DEP directly, or you may contact us and we'll work with you to assess and determine what is required and the cost associated with being compliant. The PJM Synchronized Reserves Market is a short notice, short duration program that PJM manages as a reliability program. It is designed to respond to an unexpected shutdown of a power plant that is producing and providing electricity onto the grid. PJM has a very short period of time to respond to that unexpected outage, and they utilize synchronized reserve resources to do that. Notice is just 10 minutes, but event duration is very short. It's truly a stopgap measure for PJM. Events last less than an hour and in fact are typically 15 minutes or less. Again, like the capacity market, this program pays whether or not an event is called. Our ICE Auto DR system automatically dispatches to equipment and shuts down in the time frame required to be compliant during the event. We provide standing bids with weekly or monthly reviews and updates, but the bids may be updated on a daily basis. So you may opt in or opt out of the program day by day. For a 500 kW reduction with 24/7 availability, the program earns approximately $8,000 per year. But in 2014, when we had the polar vortex, the value of those same resources increased by more than 50%, up to $12,500 for just half a megawatt of load reduction. In the capacity market, the revenue forecast for 2015 through 2017 program years in the Eastern MAC region, which includes all of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey except for PSE&J zone, are $150 for this delivery season, 2015-16, and then they drop down to $119 and $106 for 2016-17 and 2017-18. For a customer that reduces 500 kW, the gross revenue is $51,000 over a 3-year period. Deducting our costs for our auto DR system and access to your metering information, our client revenue on a net basis is $42,000. This is just the capacity revenue. With our auto DR system, you'll readily be able to participate in synchronized reserves as well, and in the Economic Energy Program. The same revenue forecast for the PSE&G region only shows the same price for the 2015-16 delivery period of $150 per megawatt day, but then we see prices increasing up to $219 for 2016-17 and dropping down slightly to $201.02 for 2017-18. For that same 500 kW of load reduction, our customer gross revenue is approximately $78,000, and the net revenue over the 3-year period is $69,000. We thank you for participating in this event.